in its commitment to ensure teaching and learning continuity while looking after the health, safety, and well-being of its learners, teachers, and personnel. The Department of Education issued DepEd Order Number 12, Series 2020 titled Adoption of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan (BELCP) for school year 2020 to 2021 in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. As assessment is an integral part of understanding student learning and development, it has issued DepEd Order Number 31, Series 2020, or the Interim Guidelines for Assessment and Grading in light of the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan to supplement the said DepEd Order, which aims to provide guidance on the assessment of student learning and on the grading scheme to be adopted this school year.
In response, Alapan 1 Elementary School adopted the implementation of learning modalities that help ensure that learners achieve curricular goals by utilizing alternative learning tools without creating undue pressure on teachers, learners, and their families. Formative assessments are given to identify concepts that students are struggling to understand, skills they have difficulty acquiring, or learning standards they have not yet achieved so that adjustments can be made to improve instruction and learners' performance. Through the two-way feedback via online kumustahan and during last distribution retrieval, learners are able to take responsibilities of their own learning and identify areas where they do well and where they need help, despite difficulties in this remote setup. On the other hand, summative assessments, which come as written tasks and performance tasks, are administered to measure the extent to which the learners have mastered the most essential learning competencies, MELCs, the result of which are recorded and are used to report their achievement. In online classes, teachers give formative assessments through seat work and engagement activities using different engaging apps like Kahoot, Quizzes, Quizlet, Jamboard, and the traditional but the most reliable Show-Me board. For summative assessments, teachers create Google Forms uploaded via Google Classrooms, Messenger chats, and other platforms. Another way to ensure that learners gain knowledge from their lessons, teachers assign tasks to create recorded videos of themselves about MELC-based topic taught. Self-learning modules, SLMs, are issued on a 1:1 ratio to all students regardless of modalities. In modular classes, these SLMs are answered by learners as practice exercises which is equivalent to being their formative assessment, as they are provided with answer keys at the last pages of the modules, while teacher-made learning activity sheets and other forms are given on pen and paper tests to serve as summative assessment to learners. Despite the limitation under modular distance learning, performance task assessment are still made possible with safety, health, and well-being of all concerned foremost in mind. To assess the reading ability of learners, virtual PhilErie was administered to online and digital learners, while those underprinted were either home visited by their class advisors or were asked to send videos while reading the PhilErie passages. To ensure that assessments are aligned with the MELCs and adhere to the standards set by the department, master teachers are tasked to monitor and evaluate their content, not excluding their practicality, feasibility, and manageability. Parents and learners are also urged to upload the integrity of assessment results to ensure that they are fairly assessed and graded. For learners who are struggling with their lessons, teacher-made lesson videos are provided as a form of technical assistance which they can watch over and over until they have understood the concepts and master the skills needed for every competency. In Alapan 1 ES, authentic learning is still being made possible despite the health crisis through shared responsibility and accountability, because we believe that basta't Alapeño, mahusay to!